normal 9 to 5 jobs, you get paid either to show up or by the hour. So anytime you take a break, you're losing money. For trading, this is not true because this is one of the few jobs that you can go to work all day, and come home with way less money than you started. When you take a break, when you're either performing badly or times when you know it's likely you will lose money, you are making money. They keep you from losing, and so they're a net positive. Hey everyone, welcome to the Anarchy Podcast. 99% of traders will never make consistent profits. So why listen to the 99% of advice? On this show, we're going to challenge some of the most hallowed and repeated tenets of trading, and in doing so, set you up to succeed where others fail. Spoiler alert, we don't have a secret strategy or magic wand that will let you skip out on the hard work of learning the markets, but we can debunk viewpoints that are holding you back. If that sounds good to you, come join us.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Anarchy Trading Podcast. It's the holiday seasons. Things have been busy. Levi has been busy. I've been probably more busy because I'm, of course, working full-time right now at this rehab job and trading and spending time with the families and, enjoying Thanksgiving, getting ready for Christmas. So it's been a crazy season, but we're glad to finally be back recording a episode live. And today we wanted to discuss something kind of regarding the holidays, right? Not just holidays, but with the NAS being at an all-time high, which is kind of Levi and I go-to thing to trade. We've been facing some challenges, being that it's at all-time highs and kind of new looks, and going into the holidays also when there's maybe some different trading conditions than we're used to. We thought it would be beneficial to discuss kind of how to handle the holiday season, or conversely, trading all-time highs or well, there's no such thing as an all-time low, at least hopefully not. At least hopefully not. But anyway, Levi, how's it going, man?
It's going awesome. Going awesome. We've been spending a lot of time with family. Around the holidays, you get a lot of time, at least we do, get a lot of time with family and friends, and it's been great. We've been enjoying it. Obviously we've talked about, you briefly mentioned it, but we've both kind of been bouncing around, breaking. We're actually doing better this time. So one positive,
better than last year.
We're doing better than earlier when there were all-time highs and we did really badly. But you and I have both been bouncing around break even for close to, I don't know,
a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while. For me, it's been like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Going up and down, taking, obviously we're scalping, so taking a bunch of trades and not getting anywhere. And there's reasons for that, which we'll get into. But yeah, I mean, to as we go into the holidays, we're going to be seeing new looks, right? Because the holidays they're an exception to the rule. They're a weird time, so people trade differently. Same exact thing for when we're at all-time highs, right? When we're at all-time highs, one of the reasons the market acts in weird ways is there's no support and resistance, right? There's no
reference point.
Yeah, there's absolutely zero reference point, and so the market trades weirdly. So if you're wondering why your trading has been struggling the last few weeks, back like 6 months ago, we were also at all-time highs on the NAS or Dow. And if you're wondering why you're struggling, that could very well be a reason. Jordan and I have been struggling as well, because we're just not used to this type of market. My one bit of advice on this, because there's no reference frame, right? There's no old support and resistance lines. There's nothing to gauge off of. Price is going to act weirdly. This is bad timing, because just last week I was kind of dissing playing too defensively. But when you're trading in kind of weird times that are not normal, play more defensively. Take fewer trades. If you're taking the same amount of trades now, during the holidays or during all-time highs or during times when the market is going to act weird and it's going to act weird, take less trades. Like that's the way you reduce the amount of risk you take. Just take less trades. For me, I've taken less trade. I've been taking similar amounts of trades, but I've just been risking way less. I've been risking much less recently, and that's kind of helped me keep from, having losing streaks that blow my accounts or do anything crazy. So I've been trading very, very low risk, and that's kind of helped me survive.
I do want to mention, a lot of people, professional traders, they don't even trade during the month of December just because historically, let's be honest, a lot of the guys that I follow and I actually respect in the trading world, they don't even trade in December. Based off of my two last weeks of performance, I should probably be joining them because I have done it's been a horrible. I was on a 3 month hot streak and I've essentially lost. I've had like two winning days in the last 2 weeks, which it's been awful. And that is, as we mentioned, all-time highs and moving into less liquidity, less people being involved, the holidays, etc. So I kind of want to mention, like, discuss what can we do during this time instead of maybe trading. It's been a while since we've discussed traders being compulsive traders, but that's what day traders are. Like, especially Levi, you and I, like, we're 15-second, 1 minute scalpers at the most, and so we're compulsive traders. Like, we take trades. It's not like we're these swing traders where only trades only present themselves. As a scalper, there's going to be a trade usually every day, usually multiple trading opportunities that present themselves. And so we're compulsive traders. So what are some things that can be done instead of trading when you are if you know you don't trade well at all-time highs? What can you do? Well, I have two things, Levi, and then I want to see what if you have anything. Number one, switch to paper trading. We don't usually recommend this, but when you're at all-time highs, if you know you suck at trading that, there's nothing wrong, especially there's nothing wrong with switching over to paper trading when you're at all-time highs and just seeing how the price moves and journaling it, right? So journal those trades during those all-time highs so you can start going back and going, okay, at all-time highs. So I'm comparing right now, I'm comparing my trading the last 2 weeks to back, when was it? August, I want to say, or maybe it was July or August is when we were last at all-time highs. Um, and so kind of going back and looking at how I was traded then, how I'm trading now, what the price action is, and why I'm somehow not just getting the trades that I think I should be getting. That's the biggest thing that I've been doing is honestly making sure that I journal it. And I have not been paper trading. I'm talking to myself. I'll be honest. I have not paper trade and I've paid for it, but I do think it would be a good idea when you move into these environments where you know you don't trade well, why force it, right? Like we encourage people live trade as much as possible. But then when you hit an environment you know you're not good at, all-time highs, or let's try to be honest, you're trading in December where we know historically it's a unstable environment that's very volatile, switch over to paper trading. Still journal, still learn, but save yourself losing a buttload of money, which I've done over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, can I hop into this because this is actually a big deal. I was going to mention this as well. We talk a lot about this. Kind of our core message is that trading is a feel-based game, right? So there are times when you just success comes from experience. Anything that's feel-based, anything that takes intuition is based on just doing a bunch of repetitions. So if you're coming into a time when you have less reps, right? End of year, all-time highs, you just have not seen that as much just due to the fact that they don't happen as often as just the rest of the time, right? So when you're coming into those times, you know for a fact you're not going to be as good. You can know that without a shadow of a doubt. You're not going. You could get lucky. You can get some wins, you can get some big days, but if you come into a time where you're less experienced, you're going to perform worse. And so a lot of it comes down to having the humility to know that it's not because you're some genius. You're not good because you have some amazing strategy. You're good because you've spent a ton of time doing it. And so if you're coming to a time period where you have less experience, you have to have the humility to recognize that. I think a really good way to take advantage of it, because you do want to, if you have less experience in all-time highs or around holidays or whatever, it's good to get that experience. So not to completely step away from your computer and take advantage of that with paper trading, but then also using paper trading, avoiding taking actual real losses and kind of working on getting that feel and experience without blowing your account, doing something stupid.
Yeah, that's genius. The number two one for me is literally just don't trade, right? Like we're all about reps, but at some point, because day trading it uses a lot of brain power and it's very easy to get obsessive about trading every single day. At least for me, I think the same goes for Levi. Most of the people I talk to, literally use the holiday seasons to take time, spend time with family, and just say, I'm not going to trade. Like, there's nothing wrong with taking a 2 week vacation. Like, see, that's the thing about like most 9 to 5 jobs. You're always going to have times where you take a week off or you take 2 weeks off. Trading, it's so accessible that even when you're quote unquote on vacation, you can still log into your phone, you can still get onto your broker, you can still take a few trades even when you're sitting down with the kids, like on on a holiday morning. Don't do it. Like, just take some time off to spend time with your family because I guarantee you, you will actually come back better for it. Like, trading is a very heavy brain intensive activity, which is why we encourage people only to trade for an hour or two a day. And so taking that time to actually just give your brain a break for a week or 2 weeks, like that's good. That's healthy. And I would definitely be encouraging you to do that because I do think you come back. Let's say you say, I'm going to take off the rest of December. I'm going to paper trade for a week, and then I'm going to take a couple weeks off and just not trade. You're going to come back a better trader. I can almost guarantee you because you've given your brain that break that it needs. You've given yourself some new perspective, given yourself some life outside of trading, and I think it could be really beneficial.
Yeah, so this was also another big point that I had. So I'm going to be color commentating you essentially. This is huge, and this is actually a big mindset shift that I was thinking about recently, Jordan. Let me know what you think. But normal 9 to 5 jobs, you get paid either to show up or by the hour. So anytime you take a break, you're losing money, right? And this is how a lot of traders view the market. This is how I view it. I know this. It's built in. If you're taking time off, you're losing money. That is true for
It's how
every
we view it.
job.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and by the way, it makes sense, right? For literally every other job, if you stop working, you're losing money. For trading, this is not true because this is one of the few jobs that you can go to work all day, and come home with way less money than you started. So when we talk about taking breaks, the immediate thing that a lot of it pops into people's head is, oh, I'm missing opportunities to make money, therefore I'm losing money. No, 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 no. When you take a break, when you're either performing badly or times when you know it's likely you will lose money, when you take a break during those times, you are making money. Seriously. Like if you know that on average over the next week I'm going to lose $1,000 and you don't work during that time, you don't trade, then you just made $1,000. That's how the math works, right? There's no difference between either losing $1,000 and having to make it back or the guy who just didn't trade. And so this is a huge mindset shift that it's really important for traders to understand. You can lose money at this game. So when you take breaks, it's just about when you time those breaks. If you time the breaks in the market when you don't trade to the times where you're either performing badly, you're coming off a losing streak, so it's very likely you'll continue losing, or you're trading during times where you're just not used to it, and it's likely you'll lose. When you take breaks during those times, those breaks actually make you money. They keep you from losing, and so they're a net positive. So change that mindset. It's a hard mindset to shift, obviously, because again, the rest of the world, it doesn't work that way. But in trading, it's very unique and it does work that way. So switch that mindset. It'll make it a lot easier to step away from your computer.